I remember actually this distinct moment when I was young. We were on a camping trip and I was telling an uncle of mine how to, basically he was setting up something and he was doing it the wrong way. And I was saying to him, no, this is not how we do it. We actually do it like this, you know? And he said to me, no.
Everybody knows when I'm in the zone, you can make me lose my focus. I am who I am, and I am proud of it. Oh, I am true to myself. Yes, I keep moving and I don't stop, don't stop. Say yeah.
Hi, Sky. Welcome to Off the Clock with Sky. You're listening to Les Emang, your host with the most. Today we'll be talking about all things activism and advocacy. And I'm not alone in the studio. I'm joined by...
You're joined by Nthabi saying. Can you call me Nthabi?
Nthabi.
You're joined by Tshepo Moyo.
Okay.
You can call me Tshepo.
Tshepo, hi.
I'm Tahnia Temane. Yeah, but you can call me TT.
TT. Okay, yeah. TT, Tshepo, Nthabi. I love to see it. Guys, when we are talking about activism, we mean taking a stand for what you believe in, making sure that your voice is heard. So I want to throw this question over to Nthabi first. What led you to become involved in activism and advocacy? Did you sit down in school and think, I don't like the way things are being ran? So take us through your journey, what you specialize in,
Okay, hello guys. My name is Nthabi, like I said, and I am known as Miss Planet Lemonade because I make lemonade. That is what got me into activism, into spaces. But professionally, I studied rangeland science from University of Agriculture and Natural Resources.
Hold on, you studied what?
Rangeland science.
What is that?
It's more like environmental science, but with agriculture in it.
Okay.
Yes,
cool.
because rangeland is uncultivated land.
Oh. We are learning things. We are learning things.
I didn't even know.
Okay. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so rangeland is uncultivated land. So you're not studying the land that is being used for holimiwa.
Okay.
We are dealing with land. It's wildlife area. Yeah, so I didn't really know what is activism. And then I kind of I stumbled upon being an activist because I grasp things so easy. Okay. So when I was still at university, there was a course on development of entrepreneurial skills. Yeah. I came up with an idea to make lemonade. We were supposed to come up with ideas, and then I came up with an idea to make lemonade. Yeah. And they didn't choose my idea. Yeah. They thought it's a lot of work. So it kept following me. And then because I acted on it, that's where, when I studied further, I started learning about bees and I started lemonade. Okay, I started this. It's okay, this is so diverse. Now I'm saving the bees. Now I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then I attend something, I got climate change. Okay, bees actually contribute. Okay, then we should save the planet. Exactly. So that's how it came about.
That's beautifully said. Step.
Exactly. So I stumbled upon it because I did what I like. And I followed what I wanted to do, and then I didn't say others. But my idea is a lot of work. Yeah. And then I say
you just kept it moving.
I can't do it anymore. So I was like, let me just do this. Then when I did it, step by step,
you got there. So what I'm hearing honestly is that it's never too late to start. It's never too late to put yourself out there, to make your ideas known, to make your stance known. You're saving the bees right now.
I have a beehive.
What? We'll get back to that. Because I'm so scared of bees actually. Wait, don't they sting you? I'm sorry for getting distracted. I'll come back.
The first time I harvested my honey, I got stung by only one bee. It was after I harvested everything, and it was just
been stung.
Have you guys seen that lady on TikTok that goes in with her bare hands without any
okay, bees are different.
What?
With climate, with where they are. Some
are
in
gentle.
The forest are just so they're not like domesticated ones.
Sure. They're aggressive.
They're just fine.
You know what? I'll table that later. Let's move on to you. Tshepo, what is activism looking like right now in your life? What does that mean for you?
So my story is completely different. I have a mom who is also an activist. She works in public health and worked in the HIV sector.
Okay.
And so that's where I was introduced to activism, because it was just there in my life all the time. At some point she was working with UNFPA. So ha gona le event e, are you're gonna go. You're going to see all these people talk about this. And especially because HIV at that point was the biggest issue in Botswana, right? And it became a human rights issue. Yeah. And my activism really started there. I believe in human rights. And fortunately for all of us, I believe that without the planet, it's our human right to live in a planet that we're all capable of being healthy
and surviving,
safe, having dignity, and that obviously includes our environment. Like, that's a very big part, and it's the responsibility of not only our governments but us as individuals to make sure that we're all living in a world that we can all feel comfortable in. But yeah, in terms of my journey, I started my activism very young. Like I said, I started volunteering around 15, 16, mostly in the health space, simply because it's where the door opened for me. But I will say I'm known for my activism for girls, because I am a girl who believes that girls can do anything.
A real girl's girl on our podcast. Snap, 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 snap.
And so for me, it just happened because I was waking up and I believed I could do everything.
Yeah.
And I would meet people who would say to me, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that. And I remember actually this distinct moment when I was young. We were on a camping trip and I was telling an uncle of mine how to... Basically, he was setting up something and he was doing it the wrong way. And I was saying to him, no, this is not how we do it. We actually do it like this, you know? And he said to me, no. And I was like,
when I tell you, I so wish someone would dare me like that. I so wish. Like, no way.
So that was the first time I realized, oh, this world actually believes. And for me, my journey has basically, my activism, which has now, I'm turning 30 in a few days, has now been over 15 years, has been basically trying to make sure that my gender doesn't stop me.
I can do anything.
Right. Beautiful. If you work at it, you can do it.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just gotten a glimpse into like my future self, because I first started in civil society when I was like 15, right here with Sky. So I don't know if you guys are listening in. She said she started off by putting herself out there, by volunteering. You might have clubs in your school that are speaking to health. You have your Red Cross, you have your this, your that. Find a cause that speaks to you and start today. T.
So I was in a private school when I was young. That's how my story starts. So I felt like I didn't have exposure. It was just, I'm from Maun, so we don't really have everything to our disposal or whatever. So I decided I need to switch to a public school. I always see ministers and whatever going there. I need to be there as well. I need to be seen. So I went there, and some teacher came to me. His name was Mr. Jolomba. Shout out to you. He was like, do you want to be the president of the SRC? And I was like, I have never. And he just did it. I won. Started with debate, and that's when I realized I can actually convince people. When I speak, people listen to me. Because every time I would be in a room, they would be like, makes sense. I never thought of that. They'll be snapping. Everybody would always be waiting. People would actually now watch debates to say, I want to go see Tahnia. Like when she speaks, like, yay, she makes sense. And I was like, oh, beautiful. So then I went to senior school and COVID hit. I was at the farm. And I was thinking, everybody's getting affected by this, but where are the young kids? Because now it's lockdown. We don't get exposure anymore. Where is everyone? We're locked in our houses. And I started an organization, Femme Ador, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to motivate young girls to say, we can do it. La holo COVID. We're going to do it. We're
even
going
when
to
you're in
out
the
there.
house,
Even
you
when
are
I'm-
still
yeah.
outside, kinda.
That's how my activism started. So I didn't have exposure and everything. So I was like, let me start with donating sanitary pads first and see where this goes. And then that's when everything started making sense.
So you mentioned something interesting. We actually had a submission from one of our Sky girls, Queen Netty _ Hi girl. You said, I love being around people, but I'm not confident enough to give speeches. Any advice on that? And I'm throwing it to you because debate master.
Okay. Speaking to a crowd is actually very easy. Don't look at anyone. Like, don't.
Someone told me, imagine
It's
people
so
are potatoes.
funny.
Yeah. Like, don't look at anyone. If there's someone in the crowd, Nana, I'm speaking to you, okay? If there's anyone in the crowd you feel comfortable with, stare in their eyes and do your thing. Or just look
back of
above
the room.
everyone. Yeah. And just speak. Your voice is very powerful. You have a voice, just speak out, man. You have the power.
Someone once told me that even the most confident person that you think is the most confident, they're actually so scared. And they're doing it
Shivering.
anyway.
I always tell people
Shivering in my
that.
timbers.
do it
And ever
anyway.
since
Every
then,
time.
ever since then, whenever I stand, I'm like, even the president is scared.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely.
He's scared.
I don't want to laugh too hard.
No, but somehow we speak up for ourselves.
Yeah.
We are always demanding. I can imagine being the president of
Yeah.
a country where people go on Facebook
Yeah.
and feel free to
Imagine.
criticize
Yeah.
you. You know, he must be terrified. I would definitely
Very
be
much
terrified.
an
If I had the president's job, I would be terrified.
Exactly.
You know.
Probably praying he doesn't say anything wrong.
But in terms of just advice for Queenie.
Queen Natty.
Queen Natty. Queen Natty _ I think also another thing for me that has always worked, and sometimes it doesn't work because sometimes the crowd is full of people you know. But I always think to myself, and this is my cure to Batho Batlaring. What if they never see me again? Like, I just live my life. Like, these are a bunch
That's a
of
nice
strangers.
one.
I will never see these people again. Their opinion of me doesn't matter as long as I make sure that I was honest and true to myself in whatever I said and represented.
But
right?
hashtag stay true. Stop. I love to see it. So you mentioned that you're into, did you say ecology?
Yes, ecology.
What is that? What is ecology?
Ecology, basically, in simple terms, is just the relationship between people and the environment. Actually, just the balance between the non-living and the living things. Yeah. And ecology, when we're stressing about it, is because we want to emphasize that everything is important. What are the non-living
Even
and the
mosquitoes.
living? Everything is important. Even mosquitoes.
Even flies.
Even
I hate flies,
flies.
guys. Listen.
No, flies are important, but
you want to-
mosquitoes.
Even mosquitoes.
Roaches.
Also one which is
Nthabi. Roaches. I want you to convince me. Well,
you
not
know-
right now. But roaches?
Okay, one other one.
Yeah.
My personally health. I don't believe they're important. But I studied entomology.
Yeah.
Okay.
I studied entomology and I studied beneficial insects and what are different?
They're beneficial somehow.
Yeah, different insects, and even like that, we have to know that some insects are our friends. But we
Yes,
don't
like
know.
spiders.
I don't like spiders.
They eat mosquitoes.
So right now I'm a spider fan.
Yes.
We're talking, I stand spiders right now.
Yeah.
Shout out Spider.
Even
probably
those,
one in
even
here.
those, I don't know what are they called. I don't know. I just saw maybe the scientific name, but they are like so those insects, whenever there's any worm or something, they are going to kill it.
Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, they just inject the eggs on that worm, and then the things that's eating that intestines
I
of
can
the worm.
see what you're describing.
Yeah,
Please.
so
Stop.
But it,
Okay. Wait, I have a question for the floor, and this is in regards to climate change and climate action. I don't know who'd like to answer that. What is climate change? What is climate action? What can I do? To contribute to climate action, actually. Who am I throwing it to? I don't want to put you on the spot too much.
Let me answer ya gore
Please.
o ka ira yang
Yes.
akere. Sa tshwanetse diaparo thata. Don't watch them often.
Ma,
I don't think moms are gonna like this
Yeah.
podcast.
Holds
Sa
when?
tshwanetse diaparo thata. Save energy
Okay.
as well, you know. What else?
Turn those lights off when you leave the room. You know you're not coming
Switch them
back,
off.
comrade. You know. Turn the lights off.
I think something else that we don't think about is let's take what we need. Right? One of the reasons we're struggling with climate change, by the way, which is basically means that the earth is changing. Things we know. I think all of us could have been rabona gore.
Right now, Gabela. You can see me.
You know,
But you better
pula ya
believe.
malatsing a ha ena schedule. We know
We don't have seasons.
like we know gore pula e tshwantse re nne in between this season and that season. We're no longer getting the same kind of rain. I'm sure you are all reading about flash floods that are happening across the world, and this is because as humans we've been taking way more than we need from the planet. So if you can, as a person, think about what do I need and how much am I consuming, right? So how do you use things? Do you really need 7 pink tops? I'm just asking.
Flips hair.
Hey, I
get you.
But do we really need 7 pink tops? Do you really need that latest dress? You know,
Hat.
when you use, I know we laugh at our parents because re lapiswa ke gore re o bula ice creamy.
We
tela
tell cabbage.
dinawa.
Mama,
But
I know you're
why are
listening. I know you're listening.
No, I'm on mama's side.
I know.
I'm on mama's side because that's how we reuse materials. That's how we consume less plastics. When you're walking on the street and you see plastics and papers on the floor, you're taking your afternoon walk. It doesn't hurt to take a plastic bag with you and pick up that trash as you take your hot girl walk.
I'm actually gonna start doing that.
You know?
Thank you all for gracing us with your presence, your knowledge. But guys, before I forget, Sky is turning 10 years.
Is
We're talking
it?
Mogolokwane even. Snap, 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 snap. Teachers. Guys, Khone needs to teach me. Like, I can't believe I'm going to be a racket. But you know what? I'm getting distracted. Guys, if you want to catch this podcast, catch us on YouTube, on Spotify, and on 124 via Orange. Where can we catch you guys? Just plug your socials real quick so we can head out.
My socials, I think I should talk about the Ecology for Children.
Sure.
Please apply for to become part of Ecology for Children project. If you are interested, it's you send an email to ecologyforchildren 651@gmail.com.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Tshepo?
I'm actually trying to detach from social media,
And
so
that's
this is very
okay.
difficult.
like-
But it's Tshepo-Jamillah.
Okay.
Jamillah, JAMILLAH. If that one comes up, you'll see my beautiful face, and then you can follow.
I love it. Anyways.
I'm Tahnia Temane on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and you can find me physically. Everybody enters UB, so just go to the SRC office and ask for the only female.
But
You'll find me there.
When it says,
Yeah, my
I wish
social
I could
media,
go
my social media is Nthabi saying Alfred. In case was a send an email or you don't want Ecology for Children, but you're interested in other things.
Rona boles re bona mo Sky Girls BW every day or weekly. Ke le rata gore thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Everybody knows when I'm in the zone, you can make me lose my focus.